2009. And I just want to give them a big shout out. Go to SodenBowl.com and check them out check them out on YouTube. I know that's probably the best Madden players around, so go out there and definitely plug them.
And welcome to season number 96, week number 2. We have a prime time matchup. We have the Super Bowl champion Jacksonville Jaguars, number 1 in my power rankings. If you watched the power rankings earlier today, if not, check it out on our YouTube channel. You can go back and watch that. But we have the number 1 rated Jacksonville Jaguars, 1-0. They are playing excellent football. Obviously, Coach Kylo Ren, hugs and kisses. He has won the Super Bowl the last 2 years in a row. He's been to the last 3 Super Bowls in a row, winning the last 2 out of 3. He took down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Coach Eat More Chicken, in a fabulous Super Bowl, a defensive-oriented Super Bowl. His Jacksonville Jaguars are led by the rushing game of Tevin Coleman, who was a 2,000-yard back last season. And then they have Leonard Fournette, oh, by the way, who ran for like 700 and some odd yards as well. And Nick Foles. Foles playing really good football. Reminds me a lot of a Tom Brady of earlier in his career with the Patriots. In the NFL. So Foles doing everything it takes to win. He's completing the passes he needs to complete. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are, again, the team to beat. So they have that bullseye on their back. And who better than to match up against the Jacksonville Jaguars than the New York Jets? I mean, you have the New York Jets coached by Coach Javale. And he has some seriously good stick skills as well. Not quite as good of a team on paper as, say, the Jacksonville Jaguars. But I'll tell you what, he makes up for that with some really, really good stick skills. You look at his roster here. He does have Andy Dalton, Le'Veon Bell, Crowder from last week. He also is 1-0. He also was a playoff team last year. These two guys promise to bring a solid rushing game. We should see 2 very good running backs and 2 very good defenses going head-to-head. It's going to be a matter of who makes the least amount of mistakes, who executes better. That is who will win this game, and that is who will move on and be 2-0 in season 96, week number 2. Should be a really, really good matchup. We're going to go ahead and check out, let's see, we have, our game time is in about 3 minutes here. So I'm going to go ahead and move this thing forward here. Let me kind of get out of this. I'm going to open up My Madden. Shout out to mymadden.com. They do the very best in online statistical tracking. So I'm going to go ahead and move you into this portion here so we can check out these 2 teams real quick. I have about 2 minutes of talking, and then we're going to go down to the field. So I'm going to transition into this, and then we're going to get rid of that page. So looking at our stats, obviously you see the standings here. I'm not going to run through them. Look at our game of the week, the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're going to go ahead and click into this thing. We're going to take a look at this. This is your estimated score. This is really cool. So they actually are predicting the Jacksonville Jaguars to win by the score of 22-8. So we'll see how that plays out. Both teams, again, 1-0. Obviously favoring the Super Bowl champions. The Jacksonville Jaguars have scored 44 points to 9 on the Jets. You know, looking down through this thing here, 386 yards of offense to 187. The Jaguars did win in a blowout victory week number 1. So here you go. Turnover difference 2. Look at the Jaguars, 5. Plus 5 for the New York Jets. That is awesome right there. So 6 takeaways for the New York Jets. So that should be really good here. Give you a chance kind of check out that scoreboard right there. I'm going to check in here and see how these two are doing. We are going to actually bounce between both game feeds in this game. So while these two guys get ready to get down to the field, we'll go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard here. We have Cincinnati Bengals winning 45-24 over the Cowboys. And then our earlier game that we broadcast today, we had the Cleveland Browns winning 48-32 over the New York Giants. So pretty good matchup. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and let me check on this. I'm going to enable the sound here because it was off before. So we're going to go ahead and put this thing all the way up. Transition it in. All right, there we go. And we're going to head on over to the team stream page on Soden Bowl. We're going to see, I believe, we're going to check on the Jets here real quick. Let's see if they have their feed up yet. They do not. So I believe the Jacksonville Jaguars have theirs up. And they do. All right, so we'll stay on Jacksonville here. I'm not sure if these guys are going to both broadcast here, but this is a good matchup. They're both at the controller select screen. I'm going to go ahead and give them the word. And we're going to head down to the field. So we have the New York Jets at 1-0 at the Jacksonville Jaguars, the reigning Super Bowl champions 2 years in a row. And the Jaguars are ready to go. They are at home versus a very good Jets team. Now, both teams here can run the football really well, so I'm very interested to see which defense comes to play here. We're going to go ahead and zoom in here. Thank you to Coach Kylo Ren. Hugs and kisses for streaming this game.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in
And there you go. Looks like a clear day in Jacksonville.
Introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up.
And the Jets in their throwback uniforms, they will kick off deep to the Jacksonville Jaguars, all white for the Jags.
Just past the 20, and his guys will go to
and the Super Bowl champs will take over on the 21-yard line. So 21-yard line, Nick Foles is going to come under center here. Coleman in the backfield. And they give us to Coleman. He kind of misses the hole there. And he's lucky to get 2 yards on that play. Good defense by the New York Jets, but looks like Coleman kind of missed the hole on that one.
Because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
Ball up to the 23-yard line. Jacksonville's opening drive of the game. Again, this is season number 96, week number 2. Soden Bowl. Nick Foles in the gun. Coleman in the backfield with him. He's going to drop back to throw. He's got plenty of time to throw. Throws over the middle of the shark, and he has the reception. Holds on to the ball there through the strip animation. And that is a first down. Nick Foles' first pass of the game goes for 11 to DJ Chark. Cashman on the tackle for the New York Jets. Season number 96, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust, and Best Buy. Guys, go to bestbuy.com. Check out some of their new deals that they have on some of the TVs. I have some promotions to release later this week, but for the promo code, use Soden Bowl, all one word. Get yourself a 5% discount on online merchandise. And if you're in the Colorado Springs area, use Allied Plumbing and Heat. Go to alliedphllc.com. Your HVAC and plumbing needs. And Foles will throw this thing away on first down as he was about to get lit up on that one. Wise decision to get rid of it. We have a 2nd down and 10, ball up to the 47-yard line. Congratulations to the Cleveland Browns, our winners earlier. The Cleveland Browns handled business in New York, scoring 48 points and beating the Giants. And that is a gain of nothing, maybe 1 on that play. 3rd down and 9 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ball on the 47-yard line. Interesting. We gain 1, but it stays on the 47. Nick Foles in the gun here. Trips left. Coleman in the backfield with him. Big 3rd down. Foles will throw. Blitz coming off the edge, and they get him. Nice blitz by Cashman on the play. Disguised it well. And that is a huge 3rd down stand for the New York Jets, and the Jaguars will punt. They get that punt down to the 10-yard line. Good hang time, and nice pursuit as they pin him inside the 20-yard line. Ball on the 18. The New York Jets will take over their first possession of the game. Looking at Jalen Ramsey and Calais Campbell over there, the 2 X factors for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Of course, we have Le'Veon Bell with the New York Jets, so very interesting to see how this defense matches up with a very good ground attack with the New York Jets. And Andy Dalton under center for the Jets, number 15, Le'Veon Bell in the backfield. He's going to give the ball to Bell, and the defense is there. That is a loss of 2 on the play, and that Jacksonville Jaguars defense is top-notch, top 5 in the league last year. As they knock the Jets back to the 16-yard line. Dalton's going to come out in the gun as the Jaguars pinch the line. And Dalton will throw. He's got a receiver open, but the defense is there, and they knock it out. 3rd down and 12. Big 3rd down here for the New York Jets as the Jacksonville Jaguars putting the pressure on early. Dalton's going to come out in the gun. He has the X factor in the backfield with him, Le'Veon Bell. And he will throw the ball. He's going to throw for the sideline, and the catch is made. And a 1st down for the New York Jets, ball on the 35-yard line. Good job getting the toes down. Defender on his back. And a nice throw by Andy Dalton.
The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
Looks like Coach Kylo looking at the Bear defense here, 43. I think he's looking for the run. But the Jets are coming out 3 wide here on 1st down. And they do. Actually, nobody in the backfield with Dobbs at quarterback. And Dobbs is going to take off with the football, and that's a smart job by the defense. Recognize that that was not Andy Dalton back there. And watch for that quarterback scramble and a loss of 2 on 1st down.
Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So we have a 2nd down and 12 for the New York Jets. The Jets are going to come out with 2 running backs, 2 wide. And it looks like the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to come out in the 34 Bear. Coach Kylo controlling the middle linebacker. And Dalton's going to give the ball. And we have a one-on-one user matchup there. And Kylo wins it with a nice tackle. Open field tackle against Le'Veon Bell. And that is a gain of 2. That brings up a 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. Coach Javel's first possession of the game. Dalton's going to come out in the gun. X factor in the backfield with him. Watch for the draw to Le'Veon here. Looks like the defense is bringing some pressure up the middle. They don't. They fall back. Dalton's going to throw, throwing for the sideline. And a jump ball on the outside. And it's incomplete as the ball's knocked down. That will bring up 4th down and 10, and the Jets' first punt of the game is D.D. Westbrook set to return this punt.
I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
He fields it at the 12, and he gets the ball up to the 22-yard line, so decent field position here for the Jacksonville Jaguars on their second possession of the game. Foles is going to go under center. Coleman in the backfield with him. And Foles will throw. And he throws, and he gets the pass out to O'Shaughnessy with a nice reception. Nice little comeback route there. And he gets down before the defense can hit him. So that is a 1st down and 10. Ball up to the 36-yard line. Foles back under center. Coleman still in the backfield with him. Foles will throw again. And he's going deep over the middle, and he has Oliver for a 1st down across midfield. Ball up to the 39-yard line in Jets territory.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot,
Foles comes back under center. Coleman in the backfield. He's going to give the ball to Coleman, and a nice open field tackle by Javale on the play. Gain of 5 for Coleman. And you notice Coleman has that superstar ability now. Had a really good year last year. 2,000 yards running for the Jaguars. Foles in the I formation, under center. He's talking to Shark on the outside there. He drops back to throw, and he throws it to DJ, but he throws it too far out of bounds. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Ball on the 34-yard line. Borderline field goal position here, depending on the wind.
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
3rd down and 5, Jacksonville. Ball on the 34-yard line. Foles will come out in the gun. Coleman in the backfield with him. And he will drop back to throw. He's got pressure up the middle. Throws it down to Coleman, who gets the 1st down. He fumbles the ball. Ball is on the ground, and the New York Jets recover. And that is the first turnover of the game. Coleman makes a move, did not see the second defender. Defender puts his helmet right on the football, knocks it out. And now the Jets have possession with Bird at quarterback. He gives the ball to Le'Veon, huge hole. He gets 7 yards and a very nice tackle, because if he does not make that tackle, Le'Veon is still running right now. So 2nd down and 3, ball on their own 35-yard line. This is the Jets' second possession, first turnover of the game. Dalton is in the gun. Le'Veon is not in the backfield with him. And he gives the ball to Lewis. And he gets a yard. Dion Lewis on the carry on that one. He was not re-signed by the Tennessee Titans last year, so the New York Jets pick him up off free agency. Pretty good 3rd down running back. He's getting older, but he still has some quickness, still has some speed. So a 3rd down and 2 for the New York Jets following the turnover. Dalton's in the gun. He's going to give the ball to Le'Veon Bell. He trucks through the line, and he gets a good gain. Ball up to the 45-yard line as the first quarter is winding down. In a scoreless game in Jacksonville. And that's going to take us to the second quarter. The Super Bowl champs hosting the New York Jets, the AFC East champions last year. And we are scoreless in Jacksonville in a nice calm day in our game of the week.
Second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
So Dalton's going to come out in the gun. He's got Dion Lewis in the backfield with him. And he will give the ball to Lewis. Gets up the middle, makes a move. And it looks like he gets the 1st down. He does. Ball up to the 45-yard line. Gain of 10 on the play. Coach Kylo just missed him running through the hole there. Dalton back in the gun. Both running backs in the backfield this time. He's going to give the ball to Dion Lewis. He has a huge hole. And another 1st down. Ball up to the 34-yard line. Gain of 11 on the play.
Jets first down. Consecutive plays now where that
The
offensive
shifty
line has
Dion
really
Lewis
created
with
a lot of
back-to-back
space.
nice
And we've seen the
runs
confidence rise, haven't we?
has the New
And
York
never
Jets
arrogance
threatening
now.
with the
That's
ball on
that
the
good arrogance,
34-yard line.
believing you can run the football whenever you get
Dalton
good.
back in the gun, both backs in the backfield. Bell goes in motion. He fakes it, throws it to Bell. Bell has an edge. He has the outside. He makes a move and gets it up to the 24-yard line, gain of 9. Interesting play calls here by Coach Javel. Running with the receiving back and receiving with the running back. We have Andy Dalton in the gun. Le'Veon in the backfield with him. Give to Le'Veon. He runs the first guy over and does get the first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that
Now,
last
Le'Veon
play,
is also a
not much is
receiving
gonna
back,
change in
too.
that
I
area.
actually, I don't think there's a better receiving back in football in the last 6 or 7 years than Le'Veon Bell. But it's something Dion Lewis is maybe a little bit more known for Dion Lewis would be his receiving versus running. But Andy Dalton under center, Le'Veon in the backfield with him. And he gets rid of the ball dangerously over the middle as he's hit as he throws it.
And now it's second down.
But regardless, it falls harmlessly to the turf. We have a second down and 10, ball on the 23-yard line. As the New York Jets are threatening, coming off the turnover. Looks like the Jets are going to come out in the Wildcat formation.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
And they call a timeout.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Coach Phil and the Atlanta Falcons 2-0 as they win this week 24-10.
Once again, they'll go for
Good start for the
23-yard
Atlanta
line,
Falcons.
2nd and 10.
Bird is in the backfield, Wildcat formation. And he's going to run the ball. He's going to keep it. Just gets by the outside linebacker. And no gain on the play. I thought he might have got a yard. That defense was not fooled. That brings up a 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line with about 5.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Season 96, week number 2, our game of the week. The Super Bowl champions hosting the AFC East champs, the New York Jets and Jacksonville Jaguars. And we are scoreless here in the second quarter.
It's been a pretty long drive.
Andy Dalton in the gun. He has the X factor, Le'Veon Bell in the backfield with him. He will throw the ball. And a nice catch by Bird. Good job of adjusting to a poorly thrown football. As he throws a low pass that's kind of low and away from him, he stops and goes down to the ground and grabs it. But it actually almost looks intentional there because that safety was going to come over and wallop him. But Dalton under center here. The give is to Le'Veon up the middle and a nice tackle by Kylo. Kylo fills the gap, squares himself up, and brings Le'Veon Bell down. We have a 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 8-yard line. First team in the red zone here. Coming off a Jacksonville Jaguar fumble. New York Jets drive about 60 yards so far off the fumble. Dalton's going to come out in the gun. Le'Veon in the backfield with him. He will throw. He throws to the sideline. Ball batted up in the air and almost intercepted. Really good coverage there by the Jaguars. 3rd down and 8 for the New York Jets.
What it does is allows a defender.
Hodges got 2 hands on the ball. He's got to hold on to that.
And have a chance to affect the pass.
So we have a 3rd down and 8. Looks like the Jets are going to come out in the I formation, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to come out in that 34 Bear defense. They're going to give the ball, and he's got a huge hole, and he comes up just short. I thought he was going to walk that into the end zone. He doesn't. Great pursuit by the Jacksonville Jaguars. 4th down and 1. Ball on the 2-yard line. Jets are going to elect for a field goal here. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first half. Bryant lining up for a field goal from the 2-yard line. And the kick is up, and it is good. And the New York Jets strike first blood in Jacksonville versus the Super Bowl champs off the turnover. So 3 points off turnovers here. Season number 96, week number 2, our game of the week, sponsored by Best Buy and Allied Plumbing and Heat. Shout out to the Grown Folks Network. Very good community of leagues out there. We love what they do out there. And shout out to League Crawler, guys. If you're looking for a place to advertise, look for new owners, a hub, if you will, for online Madden games and other games too. Go to leaguecrawler.com. Post any openings you have in there. Check them out on Twitter. Search for League Crawler on Twitter. They do a great job over there. League Crawler's been a huge help for us with the Soden Bowl community, with giving us access to owners that are looking for new teams, or even getting our voice out there and distributing some of our content. So huge shout out to League Crawler. And the Jacksonville Jaguars, gain of 1 on first down. We have a 2nd down and 9. Foles is going to come out in the gun. Gives the ball to Coleman. Nice hole there by Coleman and a great cut. A lot of you guys watching, you want to know how to win. You want some advice on how to win a Super Bowl and Soden Bowl? Watch these two guys play. Notice Coleman doesn't run to the outside. He doesn't sprint for that outside turn, because if he does, he loses yards. Instead, he cuts the ball up the middle for a nice gain. 3rd down and 3. Jaguars in the I formation. And he play action to Coleman. Man, wide open on the outside. He makes a move, another move, and down the sideline, a nice play action pass on the outside. Fooled the defense. 1st down and 10, ball up to the 36-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up.
Foles is going to throw for the sideline. He has Shark with his feet down and a 1st down on the play. Ball up to the 25-yard line.
And a 1st down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he gets the ball off to D.D. Westbrook on the play. So we have a 1st down. Ball up, 2nd down and 9. Ball up to the 24-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Foles in the gun. And they give us to Coleman, and he is hit. And that is a nice user tackle on the play. That brings up a 3rd down and 9 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ball on the 24-yard line with just 1:19 left here in the first half. Season 96, week number 2, game of the week. And Foles is going to come out in the gun. Coleman in the backfield with him again. He will throw. Gets the ball off. Hit as he's thrown into coverage. And it falls harmlessly to the ground. Dangerous throw. There's like 6 Jet defenders there, so the Jacksonville Jaguars will attempt a game-tying field goal. They get the kickoff. It is up, and it is good. And we are tied at 3 in Jacksonville. 1:10 left in the first half. I am S. Soden. You are watching season number 96, week 2, game of the week. The Super Bowl champs are hosting the AFC East champs of last season. And the Jets going to take this out. Ball up to the 25-yard line. They have 1 timeout remaining and about a minute left to work. Interesting to see what Coach Javell does here. He's going to come out 4 wide. Dion Lewis in the backfield with him in the gun. Dalton will throw. And he throws it out to Bird, who makes the reception, but a minimal gain. Ball up to the 27-yard line. Clock continues to run, 55 seconds and ticking. Jets are going to come back out 4 wide. Dion Lewis in the backfield with him. And he pulls the ball down on the RPO and a nice strike over the middle. He really fooled Kylo on that one. Kylo was the middle linebacker. He ran for that draw to Lewis. That opened up that spot in the middle of the field, so great execution by the Jets. However, we only have about 22 seconds left in the half here as the Jets use their last timeout. They are about 20 to 30 yards away from field goal position here. And only 20 seconds on the clock, so they need to get a pass down the sideline here and out of bounds. Because I don't think they're going to have enough time to run up to the line and spike it if they go about 20 to 30 yards downfield. Dalton in the gun, empty formation. Kylo using Smith at the middle linebacker position. Dalton's going to throw. Throwing deep down the sideline. He has a step with Johnson, and that is pass interference. And that's going to put the ball first down on the 12-yard line. It was going to be a tough pass to catch. He did have a step. Kylo switches to the corner and slows the wide receiver down there with that pass interference animation. So throws for the end zone, and that is a touchdown. Uncovered. And the New York Jets, they go down the field with a minute left in 3 plays and score a touchdown on the number 5 defense in the league. Great execution by Andy Dalton. And the New York Jets are going to take a 10-3 halftime lead pending this extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. They don't prove me a liar here, as the Jets will take a 10-3 second quarter lead with just 12 seconds left until halftime. Now, Soden Bowl rules, if you do get that pass interference, and there is no pass interference on that, because there is that bug in the game still, you're supposed to decline that penalty, but that was, in fact, interference. If you look on the outside, he did slow the wide receiver down, and that receiver has a chance to make that reception on the play. So these two guys will pause it here as the New York Jets take a 10-3 lead. As we wait for this game to resume.
The end zone for a touchback.
And the ball is on the 25-yard line for the
set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my linemen out in space and see if they can chop a hole.
That is going to take us to halftime as the New York Jets
set to receive this
enjoy a 10-3 lead.
They have the lead as well as we are underway in the
getting the football
half.
Here in the second
They will not
half.
get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense.
Dalton's going to go under center here. Le'Veon Bell in the backfield with him. Kylo controlling that middle linebacker. He's going to give the ball, and the defense is there. Calais Campbell on the takedown. And we have a holding call on the New York Jets.
And they've had an ability to see what you've done.
Now, big trade by the Jets this week.
So guess what?
They send one of their starting left guards to the Los Angeles Rams for superstar corner Aqib Talib. Talib's a pretty big cap hit, but he's going to bring a superstar to that secondary. So it's helping the Jets out so far. Dalton's going to drop back, throw it to screen. Le'Veon Bell on the outside gets a couple blocks. And a nice gain on 2nd and 13. Makes it a 3rd down and 4. Some very good blocks upfield. Propels Le'Veon for a nice gain. We have a 3rd down and 4. Dalton in the shotgun. Le'Veon in the backfield with him. Kylo controlling the middle linebacker. He's going to play fake. He's thrown deep over the middle. He's got Bird. He gets the reception. One man to beat, and he will score. And the New York Jets come into Jacksonville, and they score on a big pass and catch and go up 17-3.
The Jets will extend their lead.
Coach Javale making a statement here against the Super Bowl champs. That was a nice pass by Andy Dalton. Split the safeties.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Now the pressure falls on the Jacksonville Jaguars here, a team that depends a lot on the run. And they find themselves down 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
Solid return, pretty good field position.
Plenty of time
They'll
still.
start at the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
I turned the game volume down a little bit. I guess it was a little,
no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
a little loud there,
Put your
so my
shoulder
apologies,
against the
guys.
boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second.
Foles is going to go under center. Fournette in the game for the first time. He's going to give the ball to Fournette up the middle. First down, nice gain, ball up to the 49-yard line. The Jacksonville Jaguars are in business.
First down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple
Yardage is
scores,
about
but
even
the
here.
running game
I
worked
think
in
that turnover
situation. I would
was
continue to
key
go in that
for the New
direction.
York Jets.
Back-to-back good plays have them on
And
the
Foles is
move.
going to give the ball to Coleman.
This is
Coleman with a nice gain. Ball across midfield up to the New York Jet 45-yard line. Brings up a 2nd down and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here.
Jets in their
One of the keys to
throwback
advancing
uniforms.
the
Jacksonville all white.
success on first down. Huge
Foles going to give the ball to Coleman. Off tackle, cuts it back. And he gets it up to the 34-yard line as Coleman up to 53 yards running already.
They're making it look easy out there. Another
5 minutes
first down
left
so
in the
far this
3rd
drive.
quarter.
Let me do a
Wilson
little
on the
bit of math
tackle
here.
for the New York
4
Jets.
plays, 3 first downs.
Jets winning
That's a pretty good recipe for
17-3.
success.
Safeties creeping up. Foles under center. Smith on the outside doesn't have anybody over the top of him. I don't know if Kylo sees this or not. He is changing the play at the line. Foles is under center. Coleman in the backfield. Play clock running down. Gives the ball to Coleman. He makes a move.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice.
And that will bring up a 2nd down and 1 with a gain of 9 on the play. Ball up to the 25-yard line.
It really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense, but I love the way he's finishing.
Foles
up
back in
runs.
the
At the
gun.
end of things,
Fournette in the
he's
game
making sure
again.
there's just a little bit extra.
And the give is a play fake to Fournette.
Second down.
Foles is going to throw outside and almost intercepted. Good job of undercutting that route.
Yeah, that probably should have been there first. And it's 3rd down now.
And that is why Adams does not play wide receiver, although that is a nice break on the
This
ball.
offense in desperate need of a conversion.
Foles back under center. Coleman in the backfield, 3rd down and 1. Foles is going to drop back to throw. Thrown to the outside, and he has the tight end O'Shaughnessy for a first down. Ball up to the 19-yard line. Double coverage on that play.
To keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the
Look at
pickup
that
of
reaction
5
time by the
yards.
Jets secondary. Aqib Talib almost gets that ball.
Took till the second half.
Foles in the
Finally,
gun.
a red
Both
zone
running backs in the
opportunity
backfield here.
1st and 10 at the 19.
Fournette's going to go in motion. And they give us to Comey. He pulls it down. He throws to Fournette, and the defense is there. Loss on the play. Loss of 3. 2nd down and 13 for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
They tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels.
Foles in the gun. Trips left. O'Shaughnessy tight to the right. Coleman in the backfield. And the blitz is on up the middle, and Foles has no chance on the play. Untouched. Ngakoue with the sack. And if he doesn't get him, the next guy's got him as well. That brings up a 3rd and 24. Foles flipping the play. Coleman in the backfield. Foles will drop back to throw. He's got the arrow route over the middle, complete to Coleman. Almost gets that 1st down. If he breaks free of that, if that defender doesn't hit stick him there, he may get that 1st down. Ball up to the 16-yard line, 4th down and 7. Interesting call here for the Jaguars. They're going to go for the field goal. And the kick is up, and it is right down the middle. And we have a 17-6 New York Jets lead here in Jacksonville. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Season number 96, week number 2, game of the week. New York Jets will take over. Ball on the 25-yard line. Looks like the Jets are going to come out 3 wide. And the Jacksonville Jaguars in the 43 defense. So they are looking for that halfback give. They do. They give it to Lewis. Nice cutback. He fools Kylo on the play, and there is a face mask. They're going to tack on an extra 15 yards to that play, and we are already up to midfield. Actually, ball on the Jacksonville Jaguar 48-yard line. Dalton is going to give the ball to Lewis. Lewis with a nice cutback and a nice gain again. That's 39 yards running for the shifty Dion Lewis. That brings up a 2nd down and 5. Ball on the Jacksonville Jaguar 42-yard line.
Run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Dalton in the gun. He will throw. And he checks it down to Hodges, makes a play, and that is another face mask by the Jaguars. 15 more yards, and we are in the red zone. Ball on the 17-yard line. The New York Jets threatening again. Le'Veon in the backfield. And they're going to give the ball to Bell off tackle, and the defense is there. Calais Campbell on the tackle. Bell, 9 carries, 23 yards.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
We have a 2nd down and 9 as the 3rd quarter is closing out. Ball on the 15-yard line. A touchdown here would be a huge blow to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Dalton under center. Le'Veon in the backfield. Jacksonville with a late shift. Dalton's going to take a sack on the play. Bryant on the sack. Good pressure from the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars did a late shift there. And when they did that late shift, looks like they snuck Bryant in on the blitz on that one as he splits the guard and the tackle.
Ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way
Dalton
back
in the gun,
and
3rd down and
on the
15. And we are going to head to the 4th quarter as the New York Jets lead 17-6 over the Super Bowl champs. They have the ball on the Jacksonville Jaguar 21-yard line, a 3rd down and 15. Now, if the Jaguars can hold them to a field goal here, that's still a 2-score game. But if the Jets can get a touchdown, that is going to really, really put the clamps on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Looks like the Jets are going to come out, one running back, 2 tight ends, and 2 wide receivers.
With 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
as the Jaguars have 5 defensive backs. They give us to Le'Veon, and the defense is there. Gain of 4, ball up to the 17. We have a 4th down and 10. So the Jaguars do hold the Jets to a field goal. 34-yard attempt for Bryant. And that kick is up, and it is good, and we have a 20-6 lead for the AFC East champs over the Super Bowl champs.
Now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would be.
And Kylo's going to take over on the 25-yard line here with 7 minutes and 26 seconds left in the game.
Accomplished. It's darn close.
Both teams with all their timeouts still.
Foles
is going to come out in the gun. Coleman in the backfield with him. Westbrook split out to the left. Foles back to throw. Throws to the outside. O'Shaughnessy wide open. Gets out of bounds. Gain of 9. Ball up to the 34-yard line.
More pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Jaguars trying to get Foles into the game here. Get him hot. See if they can
maybe a good spot to
get a score here and make it a 1-score game. So Foles is going to go in the gun, empty formation. Plenty of time. He's throwing deep down the sideline. He has Sharks. He is gone, and he will score. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 plays. 2 plays it takes the Super Bowl champs to get right back into this game. Pending the extra point, it's going to be a 7-point lead here for the New York Jets as Shark just gets behind the defense on that one.
Big time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
And that kick is up, and it is good. And we have a ball game in Jacksonville as the Jets lead 20-13 with 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. The Jets are going to get the football.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Bird's going to have a nice return here. Ball up past the 25, up to the 27-yard line. Kind of a short kick on that one.
27-yard line.
Jets are going to come out 3 wide. And Jacksonville's in the nickel.
Jets offense coming up.
Dalton in the gun. Le'Veon in the backfield with him. Kylo got that middle linebacker. Dalton's going to give the ball up the middle, and Kylo is there, waiting for him in the hole. Makes a nice tackle. Elias Campbell comes in to help him out. We have a 2nd down and 9 for the New York Jets. Ball on the 29-yard line. Jets are going to come out 2 running backs, 3 wide. Dalton back to throw. He checks it down to Bell, and a nice open field tackle and a loss on the play. Loss of 5 brings up a 3rd down and 14.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Marcus May on the tackle. Six minutes left in the 4th quarter.
That last completion is certainly not what they were hoping
Jacksonville
for.
showing
Now
blitz.
try to convert on 3rd.
Dalton changing the assignment here. Back in the gun with Le'Veon. Back to throw. They pick the blitz up. Throws to the outside, and the ball is knocked away. Had him on the outside, but a great job by Aqib Talib to knock that ball out.
It's be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock.
As they get the punt away, D.D. Westbrook's going to field it at the 10, up past the 20.
And sweat it out on the sideline.
To the 25 and up to the 30. He makes a nice cut. He almost breaks that. A great return. Ball up to the 38-yard line for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 5 minutes and 32 seconds as the Super Bowl champs trail 20-13. You were watching season number 96, week number 2, Soden Bowl's game of the week.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
Foles going to come out in the gun. Coleman in the backfield with him.
When you score points, it's a whole lot better view.
Plenty of time to
when you're
throw.
trying to figure out how to fix things.
Deep over the middle, and it's intercepted. Bad throws. He throws it right to Mosley. And JaVale with a very nice interception. He was waiting for that. That is a huge turnover and a big mistake by the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ.
New York Jets take over on the 47-yard line, up by 7 with 5.5 minutes left. Dalton's going to drop back to throw. Blitz up the middle, and they get him. That is the second sack for Brian as he just gets off of his block. Block sheds him instantly and right in the face of Andy Dalton. Second down and 19. Knocked back to the 38-yard line. Dalton's going to come out in the gun. Dion Lewis in the backfield. He's going to throw. Brian sheds his block again, and that is the third sack for Brian. 2 sacks in a row. That brings up a third down and 31 as the Jets are pushed back to their 26-yard line. Dalton's going to come under center here, and he's going to give the ball to Le'Veon. Le'Veon breaks a tackle, brought down on the play, gain of a couple. That's going to bring up a 4th and a mile as the Jets are forced to punt. They get the punt away. Westbrook's going to field this at his own 5. Ball up to the 20. And the 22-yard line, the Jacksonville Jaguars will take over with 3 minutes and 48 seconds left in the game. We have a pause, a timeout on the field. All right, looks like Coach Kylo Ren kind of fixed his commentary there, so thank you for that. So I'm not talking over the Madden announcers. This is a big drive for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Down 7, 3 minutes and 48 seconds left in a very good football game. Jacksonville on the heels of a turnover, their second turnover of the game, a bad throw by Nick Foles over the middle that was intercepted by Mosley. The Jacksonville Jaguars defense holds up. They force a punt, and they take over with 3 minutes and 48 seconds left in a very good football game and a potential playoff matchup. Look at the stats there. Andy Dalton, Nick Foles, both with decent games. 64.2% passing for Dalton and 72.2% for the for the Jacksonville Jaguars. As the game is still paused. Looks like Coach JaVale had to take a bathroom break here. So as we wait for JaVale to come back, this is obviously a big drive. The Jaguars are going to have to go almost 80 yards here in 3 minutes and 48 seconds. Now, they don't want to score too quick because if they do, they're going to leave the New York Jets, who have all 3 of their timeouts, time to go down and potentially kick a field goal, assuming the Jaguars can pull off that drive versus a very good Jets defense. To me, if I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars here, you've been outplayed most of the game. I'm putting all my marbles in the basket on this drive. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take as much time off the clock as I can. If I can score a touchdown with a minute or less left in the game, I'm going for 2. I'm not going to leave it up to the Madden gods to try to hold them or go to overtime with the New York Jets. So we'll see what the Super Bowl champs can do. And here we go. 3 minutes and 48 seconds left in the game. And the give is to Coleman up the middle. And a nice gain on the play. Second down and 1. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Ball on the 31-yard line. Kylo under center with Foles. Coleman in the backfield. The give is to Coleman. He gets the first down up the middle and a big run. Up to the 46-yard line. 86 yards on 14 carries. And the Jaguars are in business here. Week number 2, season 96. Jaguars with Coleman in the backfield here. They're going to give the ball to Coleman. And great defensive penetration on that. Gain of 2 as he's tackled from behind by Njagwe. 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the game. As Foles is going to come out in the gun. Coleman in the backfield with him. The give is to Coleman, and the defense is there. Great penetration by Williams as he takes him down at the line. 3rd down and 8 as we are coming up on the 2-minute warning. Looks like the Jaguars are going to let this go to the 2-minute warning with a very big 3rd down and 8. 2 downs here to get the first down. Foles is going to come out in the gun. Coleman in the backfield. Westbrook in the slot. O'Shaughnessy to the right. He's changing the play. Foles will drop back to throw. He's going to throw over the middle. He's got O'Shaughnessy with the reception, and he has a first down, ball up to the 30-yard line. Very nice throw over the defense, but under the safeties, O'Shaughnessy comes down with it. And the Jaguars are back in business. Ball up to the 30-yard line. Minute 30 left in the game. The give is to Coleman, a huge hole. And he is up to the 16-yard line. Plenty of time here for the Jaguars. First down and 10 from the Jets' 16-yard line. Mosley on the tackle. Foles is going to go under center. Coleman in the backfield, I formation. They're going to give the ball to Coleman up the middle. One man to beat, and he will walk into the end zone. That is a Jaguar touchdown. Tevin Coleman on the run. They elect for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. We are tied with a minute 6 left in the game. 7 plays, 80 yards for the Jaguars as they tie this game up at home versus the Jets. Bird's going to return the ball from the 1, and he gets it up to the 22-yard line. Great kickoff pursuit. And you got to be careful if you're the New York Jets here, too. You don't want to turn the ball over. Andy Dalton in the I formation. They're going to give it to Le'Veon. Gets the edge. And a nice gain as he trucks Jalen Ramsey. Second down in inches. Gain of 9.9 yards on that play. Jacksonville up on the line. The give is to Le'Veon, and he is short. 3rd down and 1. He actually loses a yard on the play. 33 seconds left in the game. Dalton's going to come out in the gun. Le'Veon in the backfield. He will throw. He throws to the outside, and he makes the contested catch versus Jalen Ramsey. And that is a timeout by the Jets. 1 timeout remaining. Ball on the 37-yard line. 28 seconds left. Dalton's going to come out in the gun. Le'Veon in the backfield with him.
93, 52, 93.
Dalton throwing deep over the middle. Ball up in the air. Still being tipped around. And incomplete. That was a circus highlight reel volleyball tournament. Don't know what else it was there, only Madden. But that ball was bounced around for a couple seconds. 20 seconds left in the game, 2nd down and 10. Dalton with the play fake, throws over the middle, wide open is Hodges. And that is a 1st down, and the Jets spend their last timeout of the game. Ball on the 44-yard line, 15 seconds left in the game. Jets are going to attempt a field goal here. And the Jaguars will ice the kicker. This is a long kick with the ice the kicker animation. The kick is up, and it will go wide left. It had the distance, but it travels wide left. 10 seconds left in the game now. The Jaguars have a shot at their own field goal attempt as the Jets left time on the clock. They have 2 timeouts. They can complete a pass, fall down, call timeout, and kick their own field goal with a chance to win here. Interesting choice by the New York Jets. And that kick was from the 44-yard line. That was a 64-yard attempt.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Foles from the gun. He's got to get rid of the ball quick here. He does. Throws it to Smith. 4 seconds, 3, 2. They get the timeout. And they are up to the 40-yard line. And the field goal team is going to come out on the field. And this is also an ice the kicker animation. They are kicking into the wind. That kick is up. And it falls just short. We are heading to overtime. That was almost a disaster for the New York Jets. And the Jets win the toss, and they are going to receive the football for this overtime period. Now, if the Jets kick a field goal, overtime is going to extend, and the Jaguars will get a chance of a possession. Now, if the Jets go down and score a touchdown, it is game over. If they turn the football over by punt or downs or turnover to the Jaguars and the Jaguars score, it is also game over. So let's make it simple. If you're the New York Jets, you want to go down the field and score a touchdown here and come away from Jacksonville with the big win. Game knotted at 20, 5.5 minutes left in the overtime period. Dalton's going to come out in the gun, both running backs in the backfield. Jacksonville in the 34 Bear. And they give the ball to Lewis up the middle for no gain on the play. 39 yards running in the game for Dion Lewis so far. And the Jaguars were not fooled on that play as Le'Veon Bell went in motion to the outside. So the Jets are going to come out in the gun open flex, 3 wide, 1 running back in the backfield. Kylo controlling the middle linebacker, Miles Jack. And the give is to Le'Veon. It's a play fake. He has Hodges on the outside, and he has green grass in front of him. Stiff arms. He fumbles the football. Ball's on the ground. Miles Jack picks it up, and that is a turnover. Back the other way. Ball up to the 47-yard line. What a play. The Jets with a big pass on the outside. Hodges with the huge stiff arm and then loses the football, and the Jacksonville Jaguars only need a field goal to come away with the win here. Give to Coleman up the middle, and a big gain, ball up to the 36-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars in control here on the 36-yard line. 4 minutes left in overtime. First down and 10. Foles under center. The give is to Coleman up the middle, and a huge hole. Breaks it out to the outside. And he is in field goal range as Coleman goes over 144 yards. And we are paused. Ball on the 22-yard line. Jacksonville in clear control here as the New York Jets need to pull something off here, either strip the ball or push the Jets or the Jaguars back, but Jacksonville already in field goal position. As we are heading back down to the field, 4 minutes left in overtime. Jaguars going to come out in the weak formation. Foles under center. Leonard Fournette in the game. They give the ball to Fournette. There is a flag on the play. That is going to be holding, and it is going to come back. And it is holding on O'Shaughnessy. That pushes the Jaguars back to the 31-yard line. That was a huge gaping hole for Fournette to run through, but the hole was provided courtesy of the hold on O'Shaughnessy. Foles back under center. Fournette still in the game. And the give is to Fournette, and he gets a couple back up to the 28-yard line. Second down and 15 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. We have a second down and 15. Jacksonville trying to put away the New York Jets here at home in a game that the Jags have trailed most of the game. And the give is to Fournette, trying to strip the ball, and that is a loss of 1 on the play. Fournette running with 2 hands on the football there. We have a third down and 16. They're going to come out and attempt a field goal here. We have a timeout on the field. And they're going to come back out again. Ice the kicker animation for the win. 46-yard kick. As Jacksonville tries to move to 2-0. And here's the snap. The kick is up. And it is good. And that is game over as the Super Bowl champs pull off the comeback at home versus the New York Jets. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know how to win a Super Bowl and Soden Bowl, watch these two guys play. That was a fantastic game. One of the best games I've broadcast in a long time. Great gameplay by both owners in this game. You look at that, it's virtually even. 2 takeaways by the Jets really put the Jets up early. And then that takeaway in overtime by Jacksonville, I mean, that was a game clincher really for them. It looked like the Jets were going to go down and potentially win the game on their opening drive. And a nice stiff arm turns into a fumble, turns into the Jacksonville Jaguars pulling off the upset and winning in overtime, 23-20, season number 96, week number 2, Soden Bowl. And here are your stats. Foles with a 107.3 rating. He had that interception, that poor throw. Andy Dalton with a very good game. And Tevin Coleman, 144 yards, averaging 7.2 yards per carry. It's easy to see why he went over 2,000 yards, and the Jacksonville Jaguars win the Super Bowl. O'Shaughnessy with a very nice game. 4 catches, 51 yards. Bird with 91 yards receiving. And 3 sacks by Brian, 2 of them in a row. As the Jacksonville Jaguars win this game in overtime in our game of the week. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I am S. Soden. This is season number 96, Soden Bowl, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust, Best Buy. If you want in the league, guys, check us out, sodenbowl.com. There you will find how to join the league. Come check us out in the server. I am S. Soden. I am out of here. Later, guys.